Again, Pat, thank you so much for joining me. We've spoken before, and I'm so sorry for the loss of your son, Sean.
Thank you.
Let's just begin with, do you think what Mr. Trump has said about the Khan family, do you think it's acceptable? Do you think it's okay?
I think that anybody that loses a child should be allowed the grief that goes along with it. When you lose your child, that's all you can think about. And you shouldn't have anybody telling you that you can't think that way.
As a mother, when you saw Mrs. Khan up on the stage in Philadelphia, you know, and it was Mr. Trump who sort of questioned initially why she didn't speak, was it perhaps because of her religion? We know she says she didn't speak because she was too emotionally distraught. As a grieving mother, all these years later, could you relate to that?
Of course I can relate to that. When somebody cries over their child, like I have many, many, many times, that's what you feel. There's nothing wrong with feeling like that. That comes with the territory. I don't agree with Hillary, though.
Before I ask you about Secretary Clinton, though, do you think it's okay, whether it's at the DNC or at the RNC, whether you like Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, you know, for any politician or any candidate to criticize or say anything other than their own condolences for a family in grief?
I'm not going to tell anybody what they should say. They should say what they feel. And if that's the way he felt, that's his business to feel that way and to say that.
His being Mr. Trump.
Yes.
We know, though, because of this, Ms. Smith, that so many Republican leaders are condemning his words. I mean, do political leaders have any kind of right to publicly question a grieving family?
No, I don't think anybody should say anything about that. The grieving family is grieving because they are grieving. No other reason other than that, as I was grieving.
Do you think he should apologize, as these Gold Star families are asking for him to do, Mr. Trump?
No, I don't. That's what he believed.
But did you just say that it's not okay to say those things if a family is grieving? Do you not agree that that wasn't appropriate?
I'm not going to put any words into Donald's mouth. He is saying what he believes that he should say. I don't see anything wrong with that. They haven't jumped on Hillary for anything that she has said, and she has said 90 times more about things than the Donald has. I'm not going to knock him for that.
And I wanted to have you on because I think it is absolutely fair to criticize, equal criticism of both of these, you know, both Trump and Hillary Clinton. But I have to ask, you know, you personally, you know, at the RNC when you spoke, and it was, I mean, I listened to your entire speech. It was incredibly emotional. And at the time, and CNN took you live the entire time, and when you were speaking, Patricia, on that stage, Mr. Trump called into Fox News Channel to have a conversation about why he should be elected president instead of listening to you. Does that bother you?
Not a bit. I don't know what he does and why he does it or anything. I do know that I like Donald Trump and I do believe in what he says. Not every piece that he says, because I don't know. He didn't tell me in advance what he was going to say. I'm not going to comment on it.
Okay. I know you've been involved in this campaign season. You're a mother whose voice should be heard. We have 99 days to go until it's Election Day. How do you feel about the tone, both parties, the divisiveness?
Well, that's absolutely crazy. That's not what America is supposed to be about. I don't agree with most of the stuff that gets thrown around on TV. I don't agree with half of that. I do complain mightily about, well, you're not saying it, but I'm very much against the way I was treated. I was treated like dirt. I don't think that the Khan family was treated that way. But I was treated like dirt. I was called a liar. She went on TV many times and nodding her head thinking that she is so wonderful and she knows everything and I know nothing, and I was just imagining this. I don't imagine my son getting killed. I don't imagine that at all. But why would she say that to me? And what did she say to the Khans? I don't know. I'm still...
I cannot begin. I cannot begin to understand what you're walking through. No, I can't begin to understand what you're walking through. And I wanted to make sure we continue here your concerns and your voice. Let me just quickly, final question. You said this is not what America is about with regard to this election. Final question. What should this election be about? What is America about?
It should be about honesty. If you say something, mean it. If you don't mean it, don't say it. I was told so much bull crap about Benghazi, and most of the things that I heard were lies, absolute outright lies, and the government never got back to me like they promised. Hillary promised she would get back to me and tell me what happened. I don't know why my son is dead. I don't know why he was there. And I was told I am not a member of the immediate family and I do not deserve to know. I don't know if the Khans were told the same thing or not. You bring me out here to say things that I don't know. I want answers, and I want answers about why my son is dead and why she made the decisions that she made. I don't like her decisions. I don't think she'll make a very good, any kind of good president.
Okay.
I don't like her decisions. She kills people.
Patricia Smith, strong words. I cannot begin to understand your grief. I appreciate you coming on. I understand that you had wanted to come on, or the Trump campaign. So we appreciate you taking the time to come on. Ms. Smith, thank you again so much. And I am so sorry all these years later about your son, Sean, and I hope you get the answers that you so